She is speaking from Pathways Manual, Persuasive Influence, Level 4. Her speech is 5 to 7 minutes. Prabhajot works for GM as an engineer. She's been in Birmingham for 6 years. In her free time, she enjoys wildlife photography and loves to spend time with her family and friends. Prabhajot Okaur, a one-of-a-kind Prabhajot Okaur.
I want to start with a snow joke. What does one snowflake say to the other?
Are you feeling cold?
Good one. My answer would be a one of a kind. Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and guests, I want to take you on a virtual journey to a beautiful, mesmerizing, and one-of-a-kind place on this beautiful earth. It is a place in Utah, and it is one of our 63 national parks. It is a place where you will find big rocks carefully chiseled, exhibiting a fine balance and giving us a window into the past. Does anybody want to take a guess which one of the national parks it could be?
West Canyon?
Close. It's none other than the National Arches Park. I was awestruck the entire time I was there last year in September. It was truly one of a kind for me. National Arches Park was formed millions of years ago through geological processes, including erosion and underground movement of the salt beds. What we see today is a perfect display of an art. As I was navigating through the park, I felt as if one of the finest artists, which of course is the Mother Nature, carefully took its time to design these beautiful rocks. Each one open for an interpretation to a viewer. Needless to say, the Arches National Park is carefully designed. There are several lookout points accessible from the main road. If I had gone there myself, I would have limited my adventure to the lookout points from the main road and not hiked when it was 100 Fahrenheit outside. But I was with my partner, James, who would not miss even a single opportunity to hike. He hiked to every single lookout point in the park, and I dragged my feet along. This is James and I when we are on our hikes. I'm the turtle, tired, just wanting to stop, or even return back. Regardless of how tired I was that day, we did one of the challenging hikes in the park to a special, I would say, monument called Delicate Arch. I almost gave up during my hike to the Delicate Arch. It was really hot that day. It was 100 Fahrenheit. And I had my first experience of what dehydration feels like. Midway through the hike, I started to feel dizzy, and my vision was blurry, and I sat down. I said, I can't go any further. James as experienced of a hiker as he is, he started to pour cold water. We had water with us. He started to pour water on my head, and instantly I was feeling better. The body is just amazing the way it works. And I felt as if the curtain that was on my eyes was now lifted away, and everything was so clear, and I stood up again with just that water being on my head. That was just amazing to me, that transition from dizziness to all of a sudden everything so clear, and I was feeling great. So we decided to finish the hike and eventually made it to the top, to the Delicate Arch. I had one of the best views from there. All I could say, standing from there and looking around me, was just one word, was wow. That's all I could express, because the words couldn't express what I was seeing, just the immense beauty surrounding me, just tiny me and other people as well, but in a bigger context, you're just very small when you look at the vastness around you and how beautifully these rocks are formed by nature. So we ended our day with a beautiful sunset in the park that transitioned into a dark, clear sky with stars above us. My photos don't do a justice to what I saw there with my eyes. Traveling to places like this gives me a bigger perspective in life, a moment to reflect, and just enjoy the beauty that is around us. I would definitely go back to Arches National Park. So if you're waiting for your next adventure, I would highly suggest add Arches National Park to your list. You would not be disappointed. And remember to not leave a trace to protect our parks. Mr. Toastmaster.